So what's in my bar bag? What do I take to work with me every day? So my bag comes from Southern Wine and Spirits. I took a class there in Vegas before I left. And basically, a way to explain it is, would you want to take a course where you go around and sit around with 15, 20 other bartenders and sit around and drink? Well, of course you do. It's fun. It's socializing and learning about what you're doing, business bartending. Same reason why you're watching this now. So first, got a measuring cup, a jigger. And the jigger is just to be able to repeat the same cocktail over and over again and get the same results. So, measuring cup. Ooh, a knife. A lot of times you'll have a knife at work that you can use, but if you're going to be a bartender, you're going to cut a lot of fruit, so you're going to want a knife. And to go along with that knife, you have a knife sharpener. You want to have a nice sharp knife. That way, if you do get cut, it's better to be cut with a sharp knife than a dull knife. You don't want to rip your skin. Easier to cut your fruit, easier to do your job. So you're trying to have things that make your jobs easier and not harder. We've got a Hawthorne strainer there. And what that is, when you get done making your cocktail, it snaps right on the top of your glass. This is a very nice one. So I do have other ones at work. They're a little cheaper. This one's nicer. It just snaps right in there. And when it snaps together, all the coils just kind of squeeze together. So it stops anything that I don't want coming out into the drink when I serve it that we use to mix. So I have a Hawthorne strainer, measuring cup, Hawthorne strainer, knife. I have bottle opener, and I actually have a magnet with a clip on there. So this hooks right to my belt. And whenever I need to open a beer, I can just reach right behind me, grab it, it just snaps right off, and when I'm done with it, it just snaps right back on my hip. And that way, it's always there, and I don't have to worry about grabbing or fumbling for it. So I got my bottle opener there. I will leave a link in the description below for these products. Work at a place that has wine, need a wine key. So I haven't lost this one yet, had it for quite a while. So take off the foil, corkscrew, got another bottle opener there for your beers, and a nice bar spoon. So we do have cheaper bar spoons where I work, but this is a weighted bar spoon, so it's just so much easier to stir your drinks and your cocktails with it. So little things like that make a difference in, it's either easier for your bartender or harder. And that's definitely helpful if you're a new bartender and you're not used to stirring a cocktail or you haven't stirred a lot of cocktails. Then I carry a lighter for flamed orange peels or candles, or, you know, if you're a server or bartender, you should always have a wine key and a lighter. Okay, in this side pocket here, I have, it's a little recipe book. Just has some drinks, you know, if you want to look something up or bored, or, you know, just refreshing on some cocktails, some classic drinks that everybody orders. This one's actually from the Las Vegas Bartenders Union, so you have to be a member to actually get one of those books. We'll open up a bigger pocket. So this is more of the stuff that I use every day. And then I have an ice pick. Can also be used as a muddler to muddle things, but the ice pick is right there. If you've watched my other videos, I'll link it above or below at the end. Ice pick, for obvious reasons. Here we have another full-size book. So if somebody asked me to name off some cocktails, maybe I could rattle off 10, 15, 20 different cocktails off the top of my head, but I probably know several hundred cocktails. But once you look at a book, you're like, oh yeah, I remember that one. Or if you just want to look up something different, play with something, you know, it's nice to have just something on your fingers, on your fingertips. You can't remember everything. If you don't use it, you'll lose it. Have another lighter in there. A little book from Patron. It's talking about some of their tequilas and some drinks, some couple drink recipes in there. It's a nice little book. And I don't usually carry these too often because it makes my bag heavy, but you know, it's nice to have them. And so yeah, that's pretty much what is in my work bag. So we'll put this all back away so that I have it if I need it. But the main things that really you need is bottle opener, magnetic, it's nice, wine key, lighter, and if you're working a bar, a nice strainer and a spoon. Especially if we've all seen it. You've seen the people that do this, that you go like this and strain their cocktail into their cup, like doing this. It's just such a slower way of doing it when you can just slap this on here and you can just turn that sucker over and pour it. You're not struggling to get your cocktail out of the tin that way. So it's well worth the investment just to get a nice Hawthorne strainer or a bar spoon if you're doing stirred cocktails. It's just so less frustrating. So, have any questions for me, or if there's something that you carry at work as a bartender that I should be carrying, or if you have any other questions about bartending, please let me know, comment in below, and I'll leave some descriptions for the different products below. This knife sharpener I got off of Amazon, it was under $5. So, wine key, got off of Amazon like 3-4 years ago now. So, I mean, it will last you. You can just keep it with you. Keep it. I always try to put things back in my bag. So this way, when I get to work, I know I have all my tools. They're always there. I know where they're at. If I leave tools at work, you never know. They could be walk off. They could be lost. Something could happen to them. But as long as you're taking them with you, then you'll still have them. So hopefully this helped you out, or at least you found it interesting. Let me know what's in your bar bag. So we will see you next time.